Actually, could you explain us more about Graha Yuddha? Because we know a great example of Sri Krishna chart with Mercury, Jupiter, Graha Yuddha, and we have a lot of such examples in chart of normal people, which maybe that have some troubles in their lives due to this. Could you elaborate some?
A very good question. I have spoken in length in mind that we have an example of the chart of Lord Krishna and the great Mahabharata war. So we have something to check and learn these principles that are given in the Jyotish books. Two planets go into war when they are in the same trimsamsha, that is the same degree. So that degree defines the war. The war is being fought because they are within the degree. Planets can go into battle when they are in the same nakshatra also. Planets can go into battle when they are in the same rashi also. So those battles are of lesser magnitude. Then we use the word yoga, duryoga, bad yoga, good yoga, and things like that to define it. But generally it's all about space. When one planet is alone in one rashi, he has the whole rashi for himself. So there is no space restrictions. When two planets get in there, that's when the space problems come in. So these two can handle it together very nicely, or they can start quarreling for space. And these are, when they handle it nicely, we call it yoga. When they start quarreling, we call it yuddha or battle. But when they are in the same rashi, it really may not become a very serious battle where much of the battle energy of huge destruction is happening. It could be over that particular commodity which is indicated by that rashi. Let us say Mars and Saturn have conjoined in Libra. Then we can say that, okay, Mars and Saturn are going to have some kind of an argument or a fight about some commodity indicated by Libra. Like that, when planets come together, they can be either talking and in harmony, or they could be fighting and quarreling. That depends upon the relationship between the planets. That's why we go into relationships between planets. Planets can also be in the same nakshatra. Here the battle is not about a commodity, because the commodities are indicated by the rashis. Here it is about something which is more intellectual. It is about a thought. It is about a feeling. It is about an emotion. It is about, sometimes you said this, I said this. People get into quarrel. This is more nakshatra battle. It's not a rashi battle. When two people quarrel about you said this or I told you to do this, it's a nakshatra problem. Planets in the same nakshatra are causing it. So you see, there's battle in the rashi, there's battle in the nakshatra. Now, when these battles become, when these arguments become closer and closer and closer, that means they are, the closeness shows that either they are in total love or they are in total war. And that will depend upon the fundamental nature of the planets. If the fundamental nature is different, then they are going to go to battle. And when they come within one trimshamsha or that 1 degree in Jyotish is described as the D30. D30 or trimshamsha is the most evil division chart or varga. And therefore when the planets come in the same degree, the same trimshamsha, the trimshamsha energy is triggered. And that is what causes the war. Then they go to battle. They can go to court. They can shoot each other. Wars can happen. The place where the war will happen is not in that rashi where they are. Because these grahas, although they are in a rashi, are actually at a higher level, called the antariksha. On earth, the place where it is happening is the 4th house from there. So let's say in Krishna's chart, Jupiter and Mercury are in the same trimshamsha, about 5 degrees. So the battle is for the spark is happening in the 5th degree of Virgo. So because it's happening in Virgo, the battle is basically in India, because the sign Virgo represents India. But it's India in the sky. It's the sky of India. But the exact location on the ground where it is happening is the 4th from Virgo, which is Sagittarius. And the land of Sagittarius is called the Punjab. And this Punjab I am talking about is the old big Punjab, which is partly in Pakistan today, partly in India, and also covers states like Himachal and Haryana. The big Punjab is very big. So the exact spot where it happened was Kurukshetra, which is in Punjab. So if you take the 5 degrees of Virgo and take it to 5 degrees exactly in Sagittarius, that 5 degree, 5th degree is somewhere around Kurukshetra. More details about this you can see over there. But many other things will happen based upon the nature of the planets. Fundamentally, Jupiter and Mercury are badhak to each other. They own opposite signs. When they come together, we say, oh my God, the highest learning is going to happen because these two, the Shishya, Mercury, and the teacher, Jupiter, are coming together. So some great knowledge is coming. Vedanta will happen. It's a debate in the head will come to an end. And that was what happened in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Because of this Jupiter-Mercury combination, Shri Krishna gave the Bhagavad Gita. So we learn something important over here, that the Bhagavad Gita is the real remedy for all Graha Yuddha. I think I will leave that here. The rest you can get from my recordings.